Alright guys, today we're going to be unboxing and checking out the iPhone 17. We have the base model here. Also have the Pro model coming as well, as always. But I think the base model here is probably going to be the more interesting phone for a lot of people. To me, it's now like a very good deal, actually. I think it's one of the best phones in their lineup this year because you get, quite a bit. So I'm pretty excited for this. I haven't been excited for a base model iPhone in years because they've been lacking 120 hertz. 120 hertz is here. It comes with 256 gigs out the box now. So I'm pretty excited. All right, so again, it looks just like the iPhone 16. Matter of fact, let me grab. Here's an iPhone 16. You really can't tell them apart. They look exactly the same. And let's go ahead and get that peel. I decided to go with this white color this year. I didn't really like the color options. But yeah, so we got that matte finish. Again, the same camera design here. We have our control button here, camera control button. Let's go ahead and turn it on. Buttons, everything looks exactly the same. Our action button. This white color is, it's pretty nice. It's just a standard, white color. But yeah, so it's coming in at 177 grams. So again, it is extremely similar to the iPhone 16, but there's actually a lot more going on here, like I was saying, guys. Now, it is also IP68 dust and water resistant, and I think the thing that's interesting here, guys, is that we do have this ceramic shield too. So I'm extremely interested to see, just a test like everyone else of people trying to bend it and break it and the glass and stuff like that. So as far as the display goes, we do have an updated panel here on the iPhone 17. So we do now have a 6.3-inch LTPO Super Retina XDR OLED panel. It's 120 Hz HDR10, and then we get up to 3000 nits peak brightness. So this display is super bright. We're at a 90.1% screen to body ratio. So we have some pretty nice thin bezels on here now. And yeah, so we have a 1206 by 2622 resolution. It's 460 for the PPI. The thing that I'm kind of most interested in is how this glass holds up. So the new ceramic shield 2 glass, how it kind of holds up with, just everyday scratches, because they say the glass gets stronger, but a week from now, usually, or I usually have like light scratches and like that you can, you hold up to the light, you can kind of see. But so I'm curious if this glass is actually stronger this year. But the display looks great. Like I said, the biggest upgrade here, it really is going to be the 120 hertz. So if you're somebody who uses, a base model iPhones, this is going to actually be significantly, smoother. This is something that I was kind of curious about is, will we have 120 hertz or 120 frames on PUBG? And it doesn't look like we have 120 frames. Now, this could get updated, but, it just depends on how Apple wants to do this, because they could possibly not update it, right? So I'm hoping that it gets 120 frames, but very smooth at 60 frames. And if we check out the Geekbench scores here, you check those out. So these are the Geekbench scores you can kind of use for your reference here. And again, running iOS 26 Apple A19 chipset. The base model this year comes with 256 gigs of internal storage, so we're up from 128, and then we get 8 gigs of RAM here. And yeah, so looking pretty nice, very powerful chipset here for the most part. So it will easily be able to game and do your daily activities, social media, whatever you're really doing. But so far, performance has been pretty solid. I mean, it feels exactly like a iPhone 16, just it feels smoother with the 120 frames. Let's check out these speakers. We're at max volume. So pretty solid sounding speakers. We have great bass quality. Overall, a nice balanced sound. We have no distortion at this max volume. So overall, I'm really happy with the speaker quality. They've been putting pretty good speakers on the base model iPhones for a while now. But yeah, so speaker quality is great. The Face ID works very well. As far as my first impressions, of the cameras here, they haven't changed too much, but we do now have a 48 megapixel ultra wide along with a 48 megapixel main sensor. We can shoot in 4K 60, and we also now have a 18 megapixel selfie camera that can actually switch from portrait to landscape. So you can take video, you can take landscape video in portrait mode now, which is pretty cool. So that also shoots in 4K 60 as well too. So we have an updated selfie and an updated, ultra wide camera here. And the shots, my first impressions, they look pretty good. I have to put it side by some other phones to see if it's, actually a big difference. But for the most part, pretty happy with the photos. Pretty good dynamic range, pretty good color. Overall, pretty happy with the shots. Low light photography seems to be pretty solid as well too. And they also have this pretty cool mode on here now where for video, if you're I guess like a content creator, you could do like dual capture, so you can film yourself and film something else. The action mode is supposed to be improved as well too. So overall, the cameras are looking like a pretty solid improvement, especially if you're coming from a much older iPhone. You'll probably notice it a lot more. Battery is coming in a little bit bigger. It's a 3,692 milliamp hour battery, so almost 3,700 milliamps. We also have your MagSafe Qi 2 on here, 25 watt charging, and your reverse wired charging is 4.5 watts. I'm expecting to see a slight improvement over the iPhone 16 in terms of screen on time, which the 16 had pretty solid battery life. So we should get, just a slight improvement, maybe about like 10% improvement here with the chipset and the bigger battery. So overall, my first impressions of the iPhone 17, I think this is going to be a pretty solid upgrade if you are coming from a much older iPhone. If you're coming from like a 15, 16, probably not really worth buying, but we'll do those comparisons and let you guys know, what it looks like. But let me know what you guys think.